Hello and welcome to John's 19 by 14 HO layout. We're going to get started here by just taking a little bit of a look around. The building here was actually added onto his house just for this layout. The color of the ceiling is actually the same color as the New York Central Station's ceiling is, as I understand it. He has a lot of memorabilia actually. It's quite a wonderful space. And getting started here, we're going to start up in the top left corner of the diagram. So we have a 2-track HO layout, which is actually stacked on top of an O gauge layout. And we'll get to the O gauge portion here a little later on. And what I was pointing out there is that's actually a 2-inch step down. And that whole front edge is actually going to be waterfront. There'll be a town in this area here, and then probably a roadway, and this is going to duck into mountains. So there will be a few tunnels here or there. The owner is quite mixed as to what he's going to do as of yet. However, we do have most of the track down on this now, so you will be getting an update soon, and hopefully I'll be able to give you a better idea what's going on. So this over here is actually pulling into a fairly large river opening with a bridge. It is a specific bridge, but unfortunately I don't remember which one at the moment. So here we've got what's the start of the yard lead. It comes around the corner, and we are cutting that plywood back a little bit, so there will be plenty of clearance for the trains. It comes into the main yard here, and then this will be all industrial, city-like. There will be a backdrop that splits that middle island down the middle. So, and then there will actually be further layers on that. Yeah, I'm pointing out the backdrop area here, and I'll be installing that soon on the layout actually. So, and I will bring you along for that process, as I will be using the aluminum method that I used on Ed's layout, which you've seen in a previous video. Now this over here is actually a waterfront area. There will be a train barge there. I forget the correct name. I do apologize. And then there is a single loop of track that goes around underneath the city. As I understand it, he might actually run some subway cars on it. We're not quite sure yet, but it is an additional area to turn the trains around. And then the upper area will be all city. Now the lower area is actually an O gauge. So there's an 072 loop that's underneath the city, which is where we are now. And then on the far end is actually 2 back-to-back reverse loops, and that's going to be for the 054 compliant trains. So we were just doing some test trains here. This bridge here actually is temporary. We will be replacing it with something a bit nicer, probably of the metal variety in the future. But, you know, just to get it up and operational, I did throw together a quick bridge for him. Now this method of constructing the lower loop underneath the layout is actually quite interesting, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some of it. I did actually videotape constructing this entire layout. These are sprung hinges, or sprung switches rather, and it's really just a piece of spring steel that I just screwed down into place. But what I was getting at is I did film the construction of this entire layout. However, I did have some video editing quality issues. I have a flickering light issue that I'm trying to take care of, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some of that. But in the meantime, I wanted to get this video out so you can see what I've been up to. Now this O gauge stuff is all completely wired and ready to roll, and the trains were running when I left. And then the HO trains, we've actually got some of those running now too. So give me about a month and I'll have an update video on the HO stuff. But here is the view sitting down on the couch. So you can see trains coming and going on both the O gauge and the HO, and it looks so cool with the trains running. I can't wait to show you guys. But in the meantime, I just wanted to give you guys a quick look as to what my latest greatest project was. If you did like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you did want to thank me for all of my hard work in making these videos, I do have an Amazon store link down below. If you click that and either order something from my store or order anything else for that matter, I do get a small kickback of about 1 cent per dollar. So thanks for watching.